Hey guys, Bucks County Paranormal here. I'm making a quick video with my cat, show my paranormal equipment. Right here is my camcorders. This is a Sony SR45, I believe. Yeah, HDR SR45. This I don't use anymore because I got this while back ago, like probably almost a year ago, which is a Sony FDR AX53. You're probably saying, that camcorder is so expensive, how you can afford it? Well, I'm basically just paying monthly payments on it for 1 year of no interest. So if I paid off 1 year, I have no interest on it. So yeah, once I have the money, I'll probably get another one of these. So I have two and get rid of this one because this is just so bad at night vision. But the FDR 53 is really good. These batteries I use is basically the Duracell batteries. I'm planning on getting more of them. Here's my infrared light, the phantom lights right here. One thing to note, that newer phantom lights do not come with this adapter anymore like they used to. Because when I got one, I had no idea it didn't came with it. And here, these are my two speakers. You probably recognize these speakers from the show Ghost Adventure. This is the old one where I used for this PSP7 right here. This is the first model when they started first coming out. And a JBL speaker, which I use for this one, the newer one. This is really quiet compared. This one's loud. This is like my favorite one right here to use. And I usually have another digital voice recorder here too, but I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere. Here's my Sony one. This one I capture a lot of EVPs as well. By the way, this microphone here is so sensitive, it will pick up EVPs. And here is my Melrem. Basically, when they first came out, they don't longer make this. And Melrem EMT. My Paranormal 2 puck. And this is a new device that Bill Chappell released. I basically pre-ordered it. It's a EM pump, basically turn on and it produces different EM fields. It goes from like weak and strong. And here, this is my REM-Pod EMT. This is basically a prototype. There were only 10, I believe, are made, and all 10 of them were used in the show Ghost Adventure. So I was lucky enough to actually pick up a prototype for REM-Pod EMT. I think about buying another one to put this to the side because I do not want to get damaged because it's a prototype model. There's only 10 made, and who knows the value of this stand since it's a prototype and was actually used in the show Ghost Adventures. This is a bomb part. Now the next thing that's very, very important is a laptop. You will need a good, decent laptop. Depends what program you use. If you use something like 4K, I'm talking about like actual 4K. There's some cheap camcorders out there that say they're 4K, but they're really not. This laptop basically cost me $1,300, $1,400, somewhere around that range. This is the audio program I use. Is Sony. Sony used to own SoundForge Studios, so I sometimes say Sony by accident, but it's basically SoundForge Studio 12. This is what I do all my EVP research at. And my video editing program is Vegas Movie Studio. You do not need to get the Pro version. There's really no reason to get the Pro version at all. The Movie Studio lower end is fine. This is just a Platinum Edition. And I'm planning on get a better USB hub because it's not big enough for me, and also just for 2.0. Now I'm also planning on getting a external hard drive because, once again, 4K camcorders take up a hell of a lot of memory. And when you're doing EVP research, I suggest you getting a good headset. This is a headset I got right here. I like the wire one because if you get the wireless one, you have to worry about charging stuff. The one thing I forgot to mention here is this. I just remembered. It's a RT-EVP. When it first came out, I did not have money for it. And when I had money for it, I found out they're discontinued. I could not find them. I was so disappointed. Lucky enough, Gary Gulko had like 2 in stock, and I was able to pick one up. Over here, there's really not much over here. This is where I throw my older equipment I don't really much use anymore. This is basically Olympus. I like Sony brand. I've used this one. I think Ghost Stop sells this for like $70 or $80. You can get them for Walmart for like $50. I've used it, and it's just not that loud. It's not good. Sony brand. And here is just a basic millimeter that Gary Gulko gave to me because he had a contest a while back ago, and he made his EVPs way too hard to figure out, so he gave a bunch of people free basic millimeters for an early Christmas present. And here's basically a Hack Shack radio, which I don't even use because I use the PSP7s. And this is basically for the shadow detection device on that black millimeter. I do eventually want to get Always 5, but I'm not in a hurry right now. So, you guys, basically in this video, my paranormal equipment right here. Like I said, this is a Pelican case. See, Pelican. And this case I just got at Walmart. The only problem about these kind of cases is you gotta figure out, make room. Like I have everything sized because I know in the future I'll be constantly out more and more equipment, and these film replacements are not cheap either. Well guys, in this video, hope you guys enjoyed showing my equipment. Please subscribe and comment.